What's going on, everybody? Tom here with Black Sheep Keto, and welcome to today's video. And if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified whenever my new videos come out. And today I'm doing a product spotlight on a product that, quite frankly, I had never heard of until about 2 weeks ago. And it's something that has become one of my favorite things, and I look forward to having it every day. Though it's not marketed as a keto product, it is definitely perfectly keto, and I think all of you out there are gonna love it. Hopefully, as much as I do. So today we are talking about this. This is what is called golden coffee. Particularly, this brand is called Golden Ratio Coffee. So you might be asking, what the heck is golden coffee? And that is exactly what I asked when I first saw this product and had no idea what it was. So I did a little bit of research on golden coffee before I even tried any of this stuff or even had it in my hand, because I was just curious what it was. And it turns out it's just a lighter and roasted coffee that is roasted at a lower temperature. So you know, with a smoother, less bitter tasting coffee, and it ends up looking almost golden color when you actually brew it. Now, some added benefits that I saw were that it is less acidic, because you guys know that I fast quite a bit, and a lot of us that do the ketogenic diet do fast. And if you're anything like me, if you have kind of a stronger cup of coffee, you get a bit of acid reflux from that coffee and nothing else in your stomach. So while I'm fasting, this stuff, being 5 times less acidic than a regular cup of coffee, is actually really great, and I think that a lot of you guys out there will enjoy it. You could even make this into your keto coffee, but we'll get into that in just a little bit. The next thing that I found out in my research was that it actually has more caffeine than regular coffee, about 50% more per gram. Now, some of you guys out there that probably drink decaf, that might not mean a lot to you, but to me, somebody who loves caffeine, I basically kind of slow drip coffee and tea into my system all day long. I like that. It gives me a little boost in the morning that I need, and it's not over the top like an energy drink or something where it's gonna really kind of get you wired, but it's a bit more than coffee. But you know, I've tried other things that are like 300 milligram cups of coffee. This is nowhere near that. It just gives me a bit of a pick-me-up. And the last thing that I found out that I thought was interesting, which kind of coincided with a recent trip to the dentist, is this does not stain your teeth as bad as regular coffee, or so the research shows. I tend to get yelled at by my dentist all the time about the green tea and black coffee stains that my teeth develop, and hey, if this doesn't stain them nearly as bad and I'm still getting my coffee fix, that sounds like an awesome win for me. So now I want to talk to you guys about this brand in particular, which is Golden Ratio Coffee. Now, in the sake of full disclosure, I did get this product for free, but that doesn't mean that I don't actually love the product. I always get my product for free for reviews, or usually, but at the very least, I want to be transparent about where my product comes from and go from there. And if you're familiar with a lot of my other review videos, I'm not afraid to say I don't like something if I really don't. So let's talk about the flavors they have available. Golden Ratio has in addition to a seasonal blend, which kind of rotates from time to time, the ones that are mainly in stock is a chai golden coffee, a coconut vanilla golden coffee, and the regular golden coffee. Now, my personal favorite is the regular golden coffee, and we'll get to that all in just a second as well. I have a little cup of it steeping right there. These are not your typical kinds of coffee grinds. These come in a single serving cotton tea bag, so none of that synthetic materials. It is actually a real cotton bag, single serve, and you just put it in 8 ounces of hot or boiling water and let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Longer you let it steep, the stronger it gets. It makes perfectly good sense. At least that's what the packaging says, but that's not exactly the case. When it comes to this type of coffee, maybe I'm just a rule breaker, or things that come in bags like that, I never actually take the bag out of the cup. So as I've been drinking this coffee, I basically just add more hot water when I run out. I can get 2 to 3 cups out of it. After about the second, the flavor starts diluting a little bit, but I always just kind of leave the bag in there and refill it until I'm done with it. So I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck than these than just using them the one time. So right here, I have a cup of Golden Ratio's coffee. Now this one actually is the coconut vanilla flavor. I just looked at the bag that I have in there. And if you notice, they are actually a rather large bag. Quite a bit of grinds in there. And the color of it almost reminds me of like a Hefeweizen. It's kind of this murky, yellowish orange color. I guess gold is a good way to describe it. And it smells, all of them smell like a kind of a hot chocolate to me. It's a very interesting scent that you've probably never picked up on before. So a lot of my friends did try this, and we had all 3 flavors out and sampled through them all. They all have this kind of milky, creamy, almost chocolatey flavor in the undertone, at least in my impression. But no one really quite knew what to think of it. If you come into this expecting it to be a coffee, it's really not. If you come into it expecting it to be more like a tea, because they say it's somewhere in the middle between a coffee and a tea is how they would describe it. I would also say It's nothing like a tea, and I have a whole cabinet full of different teas and different coffees. This is its very own unique thing, and I don't even feel like we should be explaining what it is or isn't because it's just so different, and I don't want to get your hopes in any weird way. But the one thing everybody agreed on is they liked it. It went from like kind of uncertainty, like I'm not really sure what this is or what to think about it, to, yeah, I would buy that. I want a little bit more, various things like that. So it really went from a bit of uncertainty going, well, I'm not really sure, I've never tasted anything like that, to really the flavor grows on you, and I'm at this point quite addicted to this stuff. So let's talk about cost here, which is something I don't talk about a lot in videos, but for this, I think it's important. Now, it's right around $2 a bag, which in my opinion is kind of expensive for a cup of coffee, right? 8-ounce cup of coffee is going to be $2. And we did mention earlier that you can refill this with hot water a few times. I just leave the bag in there and fill it up all day long until it doesn't taste right, but it's usually 2 to 3 good-sized cups of coffee that it'll make. But let's just say you stick with what's on the packaging and it's $2 per cup. Now, first of all, I spend more than $2 if I ever go out and get an energy drink, which I've really tried to cut back on, but just for the purposes of looking at numbers, an energy drink is going to cost you $2. Going to Starbucks is going to cost you more than $2. So I think in comparison, it's not too bad. Now, in order to kind of help you guys with this financial situation, since I agree it's a little bit pricey, I did reach out to the company through email, and then we spoke on the phone, and they seem like great people over there, and I'm really kind of excited to help support their business. But they did offer you guys a 15% off coupon. So that is code Black Sheep Keto. It'll be on the screen right here, and also there'll be a link down in the description box that will actually just go ahead and fill in that for you. So if you just click the link, it'll automatically populate the discount code and all that. I do get a little bit of return on that, just in full transparency, but I think taking 15% off the total will allow more people to try this product. And in all honesty, this is something I would spend my own money on. That's one of the biggest things to look at is, I'm not going to push products to you guys that I don't like. That's why I don't work with very many companies. But this coffee is becoming my new favorite, and I honestly have not had a cup of regular coffee since I got the golden coffee. This has literally been the only thing I've been drinking, and I regret nothing about it. The only thing I wish is I wish I'd have found this stuff sooner. Now, the 3 flavors that I've tried, I haven't tried the seasonal blends yet, but I will be ordering some of that stuff here soon. But the 3 that I've tried is the chai, the regular, and the coconut vanilla. I'm currently drinking the coconut vanilla, although the original is my favorite. I like the chai, but if I'm going to drink chai, it's probably just going to be a chai tea. Now, the chai spice flavoring in there is quite delicious, and it really does remind me of a chai tea, but I don't know, I feel like in that case, it's masking this flavor of the golden coffee, and what I love about the golden coffee is it's such a unique flavor. So the chai spices, in my opinion, kind of overpower the coffee. But if you're just drinking it for caffeine and you want that taste of chai, it is a fantastic blend. And I will be trying some of the other ones in the future, and maybe I'll post on Instagram or something letting you guys know what I think of the other ones. Now, there is one more thing that I wanted to mention, and this is how you can kind of tell they're not a keto company, but their products are very much keto. Let me set this down and grab some of that packaging again real quick if you don't mind. So in this hand, I do have the original gold and the chai spice, and over here I have the coconut vanilla that I was drinking. Now, when you look at the nutrition information on the back, which is actually kind of nice to have for a coffee, these two will have 2 grams of carbs, and this one has 5. Now, you might be going, what? 5 grams of carbs? What the heck? This is supposed to be sugar-free. If you look at their website, which it doesn't specify in the nutrition label, and this is kind of how I can tell they're not really marketing to keto, they're actually sweetening it using monk fruit and erythritol, which is totally keto, as we all know, but it doesn't specify that on the nutrition label. So one thing I will say that I would like to see is Golden Ratio Coffee, if you could put a line on there specifying the amount of these keto-friendly sweeteners you have, so you can actually get a true net carb count. But trust me, guys, if you are drinking this coffee, you're not getting 5 net carbs of real carbs. Most of those are going to be erythritol, monk fruit, that type of stuff. I just wish they would put it on the packaging and you didn't have to go digging through the ingredients on their website to figure that out. And since I am going to be affiliated with them, I'm not going to do this as a review. I don't think it's fair to review a product that I'm going to be affiliated with. But what I will say is I absolutely love this product. I've been drinking it daily. I went after them to try to get you guys a discount code and even try to work myself in with this company a little bit just so I can save a little bit of money on the coffee myself since I've been drinking so much of it. Absolutely love this stuff, and I really hope that you guys out there decide to try it. Now, if you do decide to try it, once again, that code is Black Sheep Keto. It will save you 15%. There will be a link down in the description box below that will take you there and automatically fill in that discount code. And again, for the sake of full transparency, I do get a little bit of a kickback for sending you guys over there and using that discount code, but it actually saves you money, so you may as well support the channel. But with that, guys, I am going to go ahead and close this video. If you like this video, leave it a like. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that for me or about golden ratio, because I could probably reload those questions to the actual company, let me know in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I will see you all in the next one.